Bro, Aaron, I got a guy who is in my area and he's pulling up my yard signs. I think I know exactly who it is. What do I do about this situation? All right, so this is a pretty common situation that we have with new guys in the industry. And how do I know that? Because he's worried about yard signs, all right? And he's also worried about how many this individual, this $99 tow, the hooded individual out there pulling up yard signs, and it has got his mind hacked. This gentleman is living rent-free in this person's mind, and you may have been there before. All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Lean and Mean Academy. Today, we're gonna talk about the sign thief in your area. We got helicopters, we got construction, we got birds, we got trains, we got people driving by. Hey, just give me a little leeway. I can't control any of this stuff, but I am gonna get this video out to you to kind of show you 1, 2, maybe 3 points on what you can do to help yourself in this predicament of the yard sign thief, right? Any contractor out there putting out yard signs is a good thing for your business. It's a good marketing technique. It's not something that I do a lot of, but it's definitely popular with a new guy, and that's how I know this question that came across my desk is a new guy, because this individual, like I said, is living rent-free in this person's mind. And I'm going to tell you the first point today, the reason, not the reason, but the one thing you got to fix, the first thing you got to fix is why you're allowing this person to live rent-free in your mind. You know why? It's because you don't have very many yard signs out there. You're in a scarcity mindset. We talked about scarcity in a few of my other videos, but this is another place that scarcity can permeate your mind and your business. And when you only have limited real estate, which you do in your mind, you got family, right? You got your family, and some of them may have issues, right? You got another section there that's taken up. You got work, right? You got your business, you got the maintenance on your business, you got your kids, you got their extracurricular stuff, and then there is this lone individual out there who is taking shoes off of your children's feet and the food out of their mouths by pulling up your yard signs. Okay, so the first thing you got to do to get rid of this is become abundant. What does that mean? That means that you stop focusing on the scarcity and allowing this individual's propaganda to live rent-free in your mind. That's the point of it. Okay, now he may not even know that, but this is what it's doing. Regardless if it's intentional, he is living rent-free in your mind. So the first thing you got to understand is you don't have enough yard signs out there. That's why you care. You will never hear this story from a veteran pressure washer, contractor, lawn care guy. You know why? Because if they're doing yard signs, they've got thousands out there in the marketplace. Okay? They don't care about the few that get pulled up by the city police, the $99 tow who's out there begrudgingly pulling up your stuff and putting his own name in the same spot. They can't care, right? It's similar to the whole ant and the wasp situation. Have you guys ever heard of this, right? Well, 1v1, if there's one ant and one wasp, the wasp has these big pinchers, right? And all he's got to do is grab the ant, chop him in half. Pretty easy. But if you got 30,000 ants, the wasp now seems to be a little outnumbered, and usually he tires himself out first and then he dies after the entire anthill piles on top of him. It's similar to what you have to do. You have to beat them with numbers, right? You have to be like the orcs in Lord of the Rings, right? Just thousands, 100,000 orcs coming down the hill, coming down onto the castle. That's how your yard sign game has got to be. And you say, well, dude, you know, that costs a lot. Well, okay, well, now you're figuring out that the little entry-level thought process that you got involved with yard signs, thinking it was going to be a cheap way to make money, may not be the case, because you're noticing the attrition rate, how much they get pulled up, how much the wind blows them down, how many people steal them and take your little, the little stakes that go in the ground and put their little real estate thing on top of it, right? It's not just the $99 guy. And so now you can start weighing that out via digital marketing. Right? You say, well, damn, the $199 a month for a good footbridge website doesn't sound like a lot of money. So I know, because $199 in yard signs It's a decent amount, but it's not enough when you're starting to talk about people taking them and pulling them up in the city doing all this stuff, right? Or the $99 tow. So the first thing you got to become is you got to become the anthill. You got to have thousands of yard signs out there, and you have to go where they are not. All right, you simply have to keep putting them out, and you have to overwhelm them with attrition. Before I move into the second piece of advice I have for you guys who are having these yard sign thieves pull it up. If you're wanting to start your business, you're wanting to get around the right people. I know me, myself, in my life, as I've leveled up my circle, my income has leveled up as well, exponentially, okay, over time. I hang out at a club here, a private club here in Nashville, and all the guys there have more money than me. And their minimum number they talk about is in the millions. Okay, so that has leveled my mindset up, and you start to notice that you can crush that broke mindset that you grew up with, right? Where I grew up in the South. If you've grown up somewhere where people don't have a lot of money, thousands of dollars is the point of conversation. Well, you got to get around people who are talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, who are talking about doubling their income. And the Pressure Washing Blueprint Inner Circle with the Core 4, Cody Yarbrough, Justin Rogers, Mike Badan, and myself is the place that I recommend you be. Now look, I don't recommend you get started. I don't recommend you join if you're a hobby guy or if you're a guy who's entitled. We have one guy in there recently, and he lasted like 2 days because he wanted everybody to like give him jobs. Well, it was weird. It was like some socialistic communist type vibe, and we were like, out. So if you're one of those individuals who likes to kill what they eat, who's going to own their shit, take control of their life, their time, their autonomy, take their family on awesome trips, and go on and write the check, baby, okay? This is the group of Navy SEAL killers that you need to be a part of in the pressure washing industry. And so I recommend you join if that's the type of person you are. The second thing you need to do to kind of curb this yard sign thief mentality, right, where the guy's doing this to you, is you need to figure out whose yard sign is showing up in that area after yours disappears. All right, usually it's odd, this purple sign or this blue sign or this red and yellow sign keeps showing up when mine gets taken down. All right, well, there's your signal on who's doing it. All right, if it's not the city or cops or whoever or the HOA, it's probably that person. And what you're going to do is you're going to take out your phone. It's a handy dandy phone. They have them everywhere now. It's amazing. Alexander Graham Bell invented this device, the telephone, and you can call the number that's on that sign. And what you do is you have a conversation with this individual. You stop this ethereal battling, okay, where there's a lot left unsaid. This is how marriages explode in divorces, because people don't talk. And you call the person, and you become the big brother. You become daddy, if you will. And what do? You offer the olive branch. You say, hey man, listen, I've noticed in some of these areas you got some yard signs out, I got some yard signs out, but mine are kind of disappearing. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of where mine are going. Are you pulling them up? Is somebody pulling them up? Because let me tell you, before you answer, I will never pull any of your yard signs up if I see them. Wherever they are, that's where they're going to be. I believe in capitalism. I believe in free market. I believe everybody, there's plenty of for us to eat. So would you know who's pulling my stuff up? And just let them talk. Okay. And some guys are going to come clean if they're doing that. They're going to convict themselves right there in that moment. And they're going to say, yeah, man, it's me. You know, I apologize. That's not really who I am, but you know, I feel like these are on my side of town, and you know, I'm the one taking them. Okay, well, you know, rehash exactly what you said. You say, I understand, man. Listen, I hear what you're saying. I felt the same way when I saw some other guys' signs in my area, and I just want to tell you that I don't care if you put stuff up in all the areas. I don't care if you put them up in my area. I'm never going to take yours down. But I need you to promise me that you're not going to take mine down, because here's the truth, man. I might have a job that I want to send you. You do truck cleaning as well? Yeah, man, I do that. Did a little research. Right, awesome, cool. I have a lead for you. You should call this guy. He has a bunch of trucks that he needs cleaned, and I don't do any truck cleaning, so I think it could be a good fit for you. Give him a call. Send him the lead. You see what I've just done there? I've called him on his bullshit. I became daddy in the conversation. I also sent him a lead. I have also convicted him gently of his nonsense. And this is only if you can get to the guy and he admits it, right? All right, so all of those things. Now everything has been laid out on the level, on the table. Everybody understands where we are. There's no covert contracts. There's no hidden resentment going on, right? This will heal modern marriages if people would just talk, all right? But this is how you got to do it. Look, I'll never pull your stuff up. You never pull my stuff up. And also, here's a lead for free. All right, dude, call me if I can help you with anything. Call me if you need anything in your business, whatever. Have a good day. I promise you, this guy, after speaking with you like that cordially, controlling the conversation, he will never pull up your yard signs again, all right? That's how you handle the yard sign thief. First, you get out of the scarcity mindset, okay? Two, well, it's two. You join the inner circle. And 2.5, okay, is you call them, you become daddy on the phone, and you make an olive branch pact on understanding that I'm not going to interfere with your business, and you do not be, tortoise interference. That would be interfering in my business, okay, long term. That's how you do it. You just hash it out. Just have the conversation, okay? So, with that being said, I know I just did a video on these titanium tall reach tips. These are from southeastsoftwash.com, the only kind in the world, or ever, frankly. No one's ever done this. Half the weight of stainless steel, and they come in these blue anodized. I told you I was going to give these away in the last video, but I also set a criteria that you guys kind of let me down on. Look, I said 500 comments. I think I definitely didn't get 500 comments. The first one got like over 1,000 comments, which is odd because these are cooler than the stainless because they weigh half and they're much color. They're a cooler color. But I guess it was like a morale hit when guys like didn't win the first set. They're like, oh, I never win anything, and they didn't comment on that one. So I get it, but here's the other side of it. I'm gonna honor what I said, the first piece on giving these away. The second thing though, if we don't start hitting the quota on some of these comments, okay, some of this big shit I got coming down the line, I'm not going to be giving it away. If we don't hit the quota, I don't reward bad behavior, and this stuff is going to be worth, you know, hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars that we're going to be giving away in gear down the line. And if we don't hit the quota, just know AP said in this video he's not going to be giving it away if we don't hit the comment quota. All right. So I appreciate you guys for playing. Watch to the end of this video, and we will pick the winner for these titanium tall reach tips. If you don't win, you can pick them up at southeastsoftwash.com. These are custom. Like I said, no one else in the world has these. No one else has ever done this in the world. And look, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, people knock off Cody's rigs, they're not going to try to knock off the titanium tall reach tip. But you know who the OG is. southeastsoftwash.com. Pick yours up right now. So I hope today's video has helped you out a little bit mentally to understand how to handle the yard sign thief. Right? Maybe, you know, handle some stuff in your marriage, right? Like, I care about that stuff for you guys. I care about your relationships at the home and in your business. And the odd part is they both blend together, okay? Can't close outside, can't close in the bedroom, right? There's a lot of things that blend in when it comes to business and our personal relationship life. And so maybe becoming abundant, getting out 10,000 yard signs, obviously investing in digital marketing so you can kind of curb this situation anyway, but get out 10,000 of them, get out 5,000 yard signs, right? And then notice the difference. They can't pull them all up, the anthill and the wasp, right? The second thing is address it with the individual if you figure out who it might be. You may never figure it out. It may just be a disgruntled HOA old liberal guy who's like pissed still at Trump, and he's pulling up your yard signs thinking they're a Trump yard sign. I don't know. Could be that guy, right? They do that stuff. So figure this stuff out, implement this into your business. Give this video a like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell for notifications because it does help the channel, and you won't miss a video from the Lean and Mean Academy where we talk about one truck, big profits, baby. I'll see you guys in the next video and in the inner circle.